Seatbelt.
Check. Backpack?
Check, check. All right, Snoozer. Ascending in 3, 2, 1. And we're off.
Autopilot activated.
So where are we going today?
Looks like it's time for our 3 hints, Snoozer. Hint number 1. It's indoor and outdoor. Hint number 2. It's cold and warm. And hint number 3. We just went there last time.
We're going back to the zoo?
That's it, Snoozer. Yes, we are going back to the Buffalo Zoo. Learning about gorillas today.
Woohoo!
That's right. Yes, today's going to be all about tropical animals. We've got gorillas, but also animals like parrots, sloths, animals that live in rainforests.
What is a rainforest? Is that just a forest, but when it's raining?
No. Actually, a rainforest is a forest with tall, mostly evergreen trees and a high amount of rainfall. Rainforests are Earth's oldest living ecosystems, with some surviving in their present form for at least 70 million years. In fact, let's ask Zot for even more information. Hey Zot, can you give us some information about rainforests?
Zot, the robot, at your service. Activating excited voice. 30 million species of plants and animals live in rainforests. The rainforests hold more than 2/3 of the world's plant species. Many of the most loved foods on Earth come from rainforests. Rainforests have a canopy of dense branches and leaves. Goodbye.
Thanks, Zot. So rainforests are incredible, and they house some of the most amazing plants on Earth. That's why it's such a shame that rainforests are endangered.
Endangered? What? Why?
Yeah, rainforests are one of the most endangered habitats on planet Earth, and one of the most vulnerable to deforestation. Each year, 140,000 square miles of rainforests are destroyed. It's not good.
That makes me very sad. Why are they being destroyed?
Well, the main reason, Snoozer, is actually people. People are cutting down the trees for logging, for mining, for farming, and industrial development. When you cut down the trees, they can turn that wood into logs and sell it. And in the space left over, they build farms, they build other buildings, and they dig.
I wish we lived close to a rainforest. Then we could help them.
Absolutely, Snoozer. But right now, the best thing we can do is check out books about rainforests and learn more about them. And that will lead us to knowing more about what we can do to help them out. And maybe when we talk to experts like people at the zoo, we can learn even more. Let's pull up the map. We are headed for Rainbow Way. Once we cross through, we'll be right at our destination, the Buffalo Zoo. Along the way, we're going to check in with Dr. Dan for a health tip, and your teacher, Mrs. Hamilton, is going to do a gorilla craft with you.
Yay! I want to do that!
Oh, Snoozer! Here come the books! Awesome. Let's check out a few.
What'd we get?
Here you go, Snoozer.
The One and Only Ivan by Catherine Applegate and Memoirs of the Parrot by Devin Cillian.
Great. So the One and Only Ivan is about a gorilla who lived in captivity inside of a mall. He lives with an old elephant named Stella and a stray dog named Bob. When a new elephant named Ruby is brought to the Big Top Mall, Ivan makes a promise to Stella, the old elephant, that he will make a better home for Ruby than the mall. What will happen next? Will Ivan get away from the mall? Will he find a new home? Well, we'll just have to read and find out. This book has great characters in it. I really enjoy when stories are written about animals talking to each other. Of course, in real life, animals don't speak. At least not the way that humans speak to each other. But in stories, authors can imagine animals do speak the way humans talk. Many animals are not happy when they're stored in very small spaces. In this story, the animals dream of going to a zoo, where there are people to take care of them in a larger space. So you learn a bit about the animals when you read this story. I think this is a great book for older readers, and for younger readers who have someone to read to them.
I like gorillas. They are kind of like people, but they don't talk, they don't wear clothes, and they do silly things.
Gorillas are one of my favorite animals. Now, human beings should generally stay away from them, but gorillas are very peaceful, and they would only attack if they felt very threatened. And that's a good thing because gorillas are incredibly strong, much, much stronger than human beings. But, much like all other primates, gorillas are highly intelligent and very, very interesting to observe.
Can we make the gorilla craft now?
Absolutely, Snoozer. Let's bring on Mrs. Hamilton and create your gorilla craft.
Hi, Snoozer. It's craft time. Are you ready?
Of course!
Oh, that's great. Well, today we are going to be making a monkey. And that monkey looks like this. So, we need these 2 sheets. And we need to start cutting. So I guess I'm going to start on this side with the bottom part of the monkey. Okay, well, next thing we're going to need is some glue. And then we're just going to assemble. I like to put it together so I know just where everything is going to go. Looks pretty self-explanatory, though. So I need the little monkey face and the monkey eyes. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to put a little glue right here so I can add the head. Okay. Woo! You wait your turn. Okay. Then I'm going to flip this part over. We're going to add that. It's going to be the monkey's face. Make sure you get it along the outside, the edge. 1 eye and 2 eyes. Oh my goodness. I love it. It looks like a monkey. How does yours look, Snoozer? I love it. Oh, I feel like I'm at the zoo. All right, well, I hope you had a great time making that monkey, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.
And now, the question of the week. What is the best thing you have ever tasted?
Pizza? Steak? That's a hard question. Candy corn.
Candy corn? Okay.
Noodles with butter and cheese on. My favorite treat is a bomb pop. I would say mac and cheese and also cheese and spaghetti sauce on. The best thing I ever tasted is pizza.
Thanks for joining us for the question of the week.
Wow, Snoozer, that's amazing! I love all the work you put into that, Snoozer, and I like how you made him green. Excellent work.
Thank you! Oh, I love him so much! Hey, what about the other book?
You're right, the other book! Well, this book is much shorter. It is called Memoirs of a Parrot by Devin Shillian. It's a story about a parrot who is documenting what happens at a pet shop. That means the parrot is observing people and keeping a journal. Just like some kids have diaries and they write down what happens in their day. This story is very funny because it's all about the parrot reacting to all the strange people and what they say. The parrot doesn't understand what the people are talking about and what they are saying when they come in. Eventually, someone buys the parrot and he leaves the shop. Then the parrot is talking about the man who buys him. At first, he doesn't like his owner at all. But what happens next? Does the parrot change its mind? Well, Snoozer, we have to read this book and find out. This book is hilarious, and I love all the illustrations in it.
Whoa!
Yeah, parrots are one of the rare animals that have the ability to hear somebody say something and then repeat it back to them. In fact, I'm really interested in learning a bit more about parrots. Hey, Zod, can you give us some information about parrots?
Zot, the robot, at your service.
There are around 372 different parrot species. Most parrots live in tropical areas. Parrots have curved beaks, strong legs, and clawed feet. Parrots are often brightly colored. Parrots are believed to be one of the most intelligent bird species.
Goodbye.
Wow, parrots are cool!
I told you! And I also heard parrots can live up to 80 years.
Whoa! That's as old as some grandpas!
Yeah, pretty impressive.
I want to meet a parrot!
Well, you know what, Snoozer? I know a toy that brings together all kinds of amazing tropical animals. It was a toy called Gorilla Mountain from Fisher-Price. It was released back in 2009. It features all kinds of tropical animals on a mysterious jungle terrain.
What is that colorful little guy?
That's a chameleon, another tropical animal, and a lizard. What chameleons are most known for is that they can change colors. Now, most people think that's to blend in and hide from predators, but chameleons actually change colors when they are excited. Their color change is more based on mood than to hide. They're already masters of disguise, because the color that they naturally are fits their environment. Most chameleons are green, so they spend a lot of time in leaves or in grass.
Oh! But how do they change colors?
Well, scientists believe that chameleons can rapidly change color by adjusting a layer of special cells nested within their skin. Beneath their skin, they have these guanine crystals. By changing the space between the crystals, they change the wavelength of light off the crystals, which change the color of their skin. When we enter Gorilla Mountain, maybe we'll get a chance to see it up close. But it might be tricky. Remember, they're really good at hiding. Snoozer, we are headed into the toy realm.
Did you know? There are currently 264 known monkey species. The mandrill is the largest type of monkey, with adult males weighing up to 77 pounds. That's a big monkey. Apes are not monkeys. Sorry, King Kong. Don't eat me! Some monkeys live on the ground, while others live in trees. The library has tons of books about monkeys. Visit the library to learn more. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! This is a really fun place.
Let's park here and take a look around. Let's see if we can find that chameleon. I wonder where he's hiding. See, Snoozer, they're much more afraid of you than you are of them.
Are you sure about that?
Hey, look over there on that cliff.
Oh, I see. The chameleon. I want to go pet it. Come back here, little guy.
Snoozer, don't do that.
I just want to pet this cute little... Whoa!
Snoozer! Snoozer, I told you not to. What's wrong?
The chameleon in my trunk.
Oh, great. Now we're never going to find it.
I'm sorry. I had no idea that thing was going to break. What a cheap toy.
No, that platform is meant to collapse, but it's controlled by that red action point. Someone must have... Something's going on. I don't know what.
What was that?
A door. Closing. I know this toy. There's a secret door between the gorilla's legs. Someone just went inside.
Who?
Don't know. This can only be opened with the red action point. But we aren't Imaginext toys, so we can't access it. We need to find another way in.
And let's make sure we stay over here.
Whoa! Over here, Snoozer!
Someone doesn't want us here.
Gotta go! Boss is waiting! Snoozer, what did I tell you parrots can do?
Oh, they can talk.
They can learn words, and sometimes they repeat sounds and words they hear.
Oh, gotta go.
Boss is waiting. Someone is doing something back there, and they have a boss waiting for them.
Oh no! We have to find out who they are!
Look! There's an entrance behind the waterfall! Oh no, just what we don't need.
Checkers! That isn't so bad. It's a cute little hippo.
We haven't talked about hippos yet. Snoozer, the thing is...
They're soft and squishy and very peaceful.
Inaccurate. Hippos are agile and aggressive. Hippos are the largest mammal killer in the animal kingdom.
Thanks. Thank you very much, Zot.
Oh dear!
Well, the good news is, they only eat plants. Let's use this plant to get it away from the water. Come on, Snoozer.
Ow! Hey! Look!
It's the famous gorilla of Gorilla Mountain. They've locked him up.
They're leaving! Checkers, why are you grabbing my trunk?
Snoozer, launch this at the truck.
What was that?
A tracking device. Now we'll know where they're going. Come on, let's go back to the van.
Location 1 mile east.
Okay, so they're just a mile ahead, and they've stopped. I bet someone is coming to pick up the gorilla. We've got to save him.
But how? They will see our van driving up.
Not today. You know how chameleons can change colors?
Yeah?
I'm going to wire this chameleon into the van and duplicate and then harness its guanine crystals. That will give the van the ability to change colors and blend into other surroundings.
What?
Don't worry, Snoozer. It's completely harmless.
Outcome successful.
Let's go.
Gentlemen, I see you've done the job.
Yes, sir, we've captured the gorilla.
Wonderful. Oh, what a genius I am. I'm going to take this gorilla back with me and sell it for $1.5 million.
Right, are we getting payment?
Oh, yes, as promised. Here is your real treasure chest. And now to claim my prize. What?
Now!
No! I'll get you. What? How can I get you when you're invisible? I'll get you next time, Checkers the Inventor. Count on it!
Run along, little lizard! You're free!
You too, pal. All right. Shall we?
Off to the zoo!
All right, back on the road. Ascending in 3, 2, 1.
How did Mr. Greedykins bad guy get to the Gorilla Mountain?
Well, David DeVita is a master thief. Remember, he stole my transporting technology and created a copy of my checkers pad. He's been tracking everywhere we've been going. And he wanted to kidnap that gorilla. We're gonna have to find a way to stop him from taking things that don't belong to him.
Yeah. Oh, the zoo!
Oh my gosh, I forgot about the zoo. Yeah, we're gonna be going to the zoo and meeting with gorillas. Real gorillas, Snoozer. But you know what? We've been talking a lot about going places and being outside. I think it might be a good time to ask Dr. Dan a health question all about keeping ourselves safe from the hot sun.
later. I wanted to ask about sunscreen and sun safety today.
Wow, Snoozer. Well, it sounds like you and Checkers are going off for a great day of fun out in the sun. Now, I love spending time in the sun. Not only does that sunlight feel great and really make us happy, but it also causes a chemical reaction in our skin. When sunlight hits our skin, it causes it to release something called vitamin D. Vitamin D is incredibly important for a lot of things in our body, and we have to make sure we're always getting enough of it. A great way to do that is to spend a lot of time in the sun. Now, it's not quite that simple. Although it's really important to spend time outside, we have to make sure we're doing it safely. Too much sunlight can be very harmful to our skin. It can cause really painful sunburn and a lot of problems down the road, so we don't want to do it without carrying our sunscreen. Make sure we're always putting sunscreen on anytime we're going to be out in the sun. Even if it's going to be a little bit cloudy, we always have to wear sunscreen if we're going to be spending time outside. Other thing we always have to make sure we have is eye protection. We want to make sure we're wearing sunglasses or another form of eye protection if we're going to be spending a lot of time outside. And thirdly, if we're going to be spending a ton of time outside, you might want to wear a hat like this, especially for you and Checkers going out on a fun adventure for the day. If we remember to always put on our sunscreen, always wear our hat if we need one, and have our eye protection on, we are good to go. Just make sure to always reapply the sunscreen anytime you get wet or every several hours at least. Oh, and Snoozer, do you remember when we were learning about the desert?
Yes, I do!
Yeah, so never forget to always make sure we're drinking plenty of water if we're going to be spending time out in the sun and out in the heat. Alright, Snoozer, well, I think I'm going to throw on some sunscreen and go get some sunlight myself.
Thanks, Dr. Dan. Oh my gosh, Snoozer! We're at the rainbow! Wow, if we're gonna cross the Rainbow Way, we need to be wearing our safety suits. All right, Snoozer, get ready. Changing into our safety suits.
All right, Snoozer, going through the rainbow.
And now it's time for
The joke of the week. Why does the elephant use her trunk as a bookmark? Then she knows where she stopped reading. It's the Zoobity-Doobity-Doo!
Well, we're here. Let's go inside and meet the gorillas. We're here to see the western lowland gorilla. There's only 100,000 of them left on Earth.
Hi, Mr. Gorilla!
Check it out, Snoozer. They're vegetarians. They don't eat meat, so they eat plants throughout the day. It's amazing how big and strong they are, despite having a pretty light diet.
Checkers, they're so peaceful.
Don't let their massive size fool you. They're very calm.
I thought they'd be much louder, but these gorillas are very quiet.
All right, Snoozer, time to go.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, that was incredible. But before we end our day, how would you like to make one more stop at Hawk Creek Wildlife Center and meet with a real-life parrot?
I'd love to!
All right, Zot, take us to Hawk Creek Wildlife.
Both of these birds are native to South America. They'd be found down in the rainforests there. So they're just two different species of macaw. So typically you're going to find macaws in big flocks, typically of their own kind. So you would find a lot of blue and golds in one area and all together, and then you might find a lot of hyacinths in an area. And they're really important in the rainforest because they help to spread seeds to help replant the rainforest as they're flying around, and they eat a lot of different fruits and nuts and everything like that, and they don't digest all of it. So when they go to the bathroom, they are planting new life in the forest. So it's a little gross, but is very important for the health of the rainforest. Hi. And parrots are very, very smart. You can hear Harley's here talking a little bit. For parrots, talking for them is just mimicking.
Right.
So they will mimic human voices. They usually say things that are said with a lot of emotion, things like that. So they get very excited and things that are reinforced. Other than that, they do talk a lot because they do want to communicate with their flock.
Hello, I am Snoozer.
Good girl, Sky, what do you think?
Aw, you're beautiful.
Stay tuned as we check in with the library.
So hey guys, it's Miss Char, and I am here to share our jungle carpet python with you today. So many of you have been coming in here at Willard and seeing him sitting on my computer, and you always want to touch him and you want to ask about him. So I thought, well, maybe we ought to just make him so I can show you how to do that. So you will be getting in your kit for him a sheet that looks like this, a sheet that looks like this, the head and the tail, and the eyes and the tongue, okay? And it's super simple. If you've ever made a chain for Christmas to put on your Christmas tree for roping, you've already made what you need to do. The thing that you need to remember here is there's two separate designs. There's this design and then the design that looks like a tunnel, okay? And so I have my tunnel design first and then my second one, and that's a good way for you to go because you want to end with the design that is not like what is on the snake's face and tail. So that would be the tunnel. So you want to end with the tunnel, okay? So all you're going to do is take whatever your next piece is, okay? And so looking at this, my next piece is this. So you're just going to alternate them. Take a little bit of glue and put on it. And if you want to color your snake first, that's a great idea. I left this one white just so I could show it to you. You can make it any color you want to. It would be neat for you to look up and see what color is a jungle carpet python. Okay, so then you just take it and put it together. It's that simple, okay? And then you just keep alternating them. The thing that you need to remember to do, and it gets a little crazy once you start moving them all around, you need to put them so that the design matches, okay? So you want the design to be seen here and here. So you may have to move them around a little bit, okay? So that's really all there is to it. When you get to the end, and that's what I'm going to show you, you're going to want to go ahead and cut out your tongue and your eyes first. Go ahead and color them. I colored my eyes green, and you can color yours whatever color you want to. If you haven't been in to see the snakes here at Willard, we have a really long one that's just above our desk area that's kind of cool, kind of looking down at you. He's pretty fun. This is one of those animals you probably wouldn't want to have drop down on you if you were in the rainforest. But he'd be pretty cool to see in person. So take your head, and once you've colored everything, got everything the way that you want to, just take some glue and stick it on there. And it almost makes him come to life. Pretty cool. Okay, can you see? Okay, and then his tongue, of course. And for that one, you're going to want to put your glue on the part that you colored. Okay, just at the very tip, because then you're going to stick it underneath him. Okay, just like that. Okay. So if this were the end of mine, I would just go ahead and wrap it through. This one has a little bend on it. It's so that you can, oops, boy, Miss Char dropped it. You can cut that, Jared. All right. So we're just going to put some glue on it so that it'll fit like this, okay? Once you get everything glued in there, you can also always twist them around wherever they need to be, because they're going to move on you until you get everything done, okay? Then you just want the pattern on the top that matches him, okay? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue on one more piece here so that I can show you the tail, because this one needs to be the opposite. And just remember, as you're doing them, you are alternating patterns. So you start with the one that looks like this, and then you use the one that looks like a tunnel, and then you go back and use this one again, and so on, okay? Okay, when you get to the end for the tail, it's the same way that you did the front. You want to give that little bend, just like that, and then just glue it on. And of course, you're going to hang it someplace really cool, I know, so that it scares everybody. I hope you'll put it somewhere where you will enjoy it. These are a lot of fun to make. You can take as long or as little of time as you want to make them. But as you can see, now it matches here, and he matches on the side, okay? So that he now looks like this one did, okay? I hope you have fun with him, and I hope you will show me some pictures. I'd love to see yours. Have a good day.
Well, Snoozer, I'm certainly glad we got to meet a real gorilla today. And all the other amazing animals, just like the parrots. Super intelligent animals, and it's really unfortunate that gorillas are endangered. But because of that, it is so important for us to check out books at the library and learn more about them. Fictional stories and non-fictional stories give us a great appreciation for animals, and it makes us want to take care of them more and do anything we can to play our part in keeping them around forever.
Yeah, I'm happy we saw them too. Now we get to read about them. Hey, Zat, are there any other books for us to read?
Zat, the robot, at your service. Today's selections are Alex the Parrot, No Ordinary Bird by Stephanie Spinner, Little Beauty by Anthony Brown, The Mixed Up Chameleon by Eric Carle, My Colorful Chameleon by Lenny Roberts, Slow Sloths by Bonnie Bader, A Little Book of Sloths by Lucy Cook, Curious George book series by Margaret and H.A. Ray, books featuring tropical animals. Goodbye.
Thanks, Zat. And next time, we're gonna go on another amazing reading road trip.
Hey, that's my line.